This is part 2 of what happened to Cosmo. Why would someone want to get rid of a talking crow in the first place? In this episode, we explore who was Cosmo really, a victim or a villain? This story takes place in rural southern Oregon. That's where Janal lives. She's Cosmo's owner. To Janal, Cosmo was kind of a pet, kind of a wild bird. He would fly around outside during the day, and every night he'd peck on Janal's window to be let inside to sleep. Janal is a total animal lover and lives on a 5-acre property in Williams, Oregon, with dozens of other animals and her husband, Dewey. Does Cosmo just sort of hang out all around here?
Oh, all over. He'd be in the fence, he'd be in the tree.
They absolutely adore Cosmo.
Cosmo had been rescued by a friend of mine, and they had him in a little cage. And I said I always wanted to have a raven.
She got a large cage to house Cosmo, who turns out was a crow, not a raven, and she soon started letting him out of the house and yard. To her surprise, he didn't fly away.
He just kind of had his own life. Like, he did what he wanted. He could go inside, he could go outside, he could go on the roof, he was everywhere. He was not friendly when I got him at all to people. I'd just go outside and I'd say, "You're beautiful," and start talking to him, and then he would just get closer and closer and just hang out with me.
To Janal, Cosmo quickly became more than just a pet. He was part of her family.
Only Momo makes messes like that.
And the thought of someone wanting Cosmo dead was unfathomable.
I just loved that bird so much.
That's my tattoo, Cosmo.
My first contact with Janal was over the phone in 2021, after Cosmo's visit to the elementary school made news.
A crow. You wanted to be part of the class.
I wanted to see if she could share some cute talking bird clips with me so we could edit and post them to the Oregonian's social media accounts. I figured this would be a quick job, business as usual. But when I called Janal to ask for some video clips, she was distraught. Several days after her daughter had picked up Cosmo from the elementary school and brought him home, he'd gone missing. And Janal was certain he was dead. She proceeded to tell me about a long-running feud with other Williams residents over Cosmo. She thought they were out to get him. Now, this seemed to me to be completely absurd, but I was curious enough to dig deeper, so I called the people Janal mentioned, and they told me something I hadn't heard before. Cosmo was a menace.
He's actually drawn blood and hurt kids, mainly the neighbors. It's not funny. It's not fun. And he's just terror.
Our kids won't go outside without a bicycle helmet on. Yes, the police have been called many times. Many reports have been put out. It's a story worthy of reporting, but only if you report how really awful it is.
This was something I hadn't seen in the previous Cosmo coverage, but apparently Cosmo wasn't a beloved community mascot in a sleepy small town. He was, in some people's view, a predator. Now I was intrigued. This was a story. Over a series of text messages between Janal and me, she did open up about Cosmo's bad habits. She said some people didn't like Cosmo because he stole cigarettes and sometimes dive-bombed children. At one point, a neighbor told her she was going to shoot her bird. I had to know more. So I told my editor at the time, let me spend a week in Grants Pass, and that's what I did. Next time, I share what I learned on my trip to Southern Oregon. It involves a bird napping, a crow in lockup, and 2 anonymous sources.